Hey everyone, I'm Will, and in this video we are going to be looking at color grading for your landscape photography. I want to show you how to color grade in either Lightroom or Adobe Camera Raw in Photoshop. It doesn't matter what you're using, but I want to show you how to get some beautiful color contrast in your images and how to take an image from looking flat to having more depth in it. Alright, I'm in Adobe Camera Raw here. Like I mentioned, if you're a Lightroom user, just use Lightroom. We've got the color grading tab that we're going to open up. Now this may look familiar to some of you, but maybe you haven't used this before. What color grading allows us to do is to go in and apply different hues, so different colors, to different tones, different tonal ranges in our image. And we conveniently have our main tones here. We have our midtones, our shadows, and our highlights. Now, if you're shooting in golden hour, which I'm sure you probably are quite often, like myself, in the golden hour, we do have warmer highlights. It's one of the things that makes it so pleasing. We have those warmer hues in our highlights, and then typically you'll find in nature, the shadows will be quite cool. That is a beautiful natural color contrast, which happens during the golden hour. The color grading is allowing us now to go in and emphasize that further, or even slightly adjust the hues that we have. So you can see naturally this file has these soft yellow hues in the highlights. What I can do with the grading, and this is how it works. First of all, you need to select the hue, the color that you want. So I'm going to work on highlights. Now the highlights are all through this scene. We have them up here in the sky, on the snow, down in this cloud catching the light. So it's all global, all these adjustments we make anywhere there's a highlight. So I'll select the hue that I want. Let's say we want to go more of an orange instead of a yellow. I move the hue around to that rough area I want it to be, that rough color. Now to actually apply the saturation, we need to click the inside circle, and as we drag it outwards, the saturation will increase. So we're now going to saturate that tone, the highlight, with that hue. Now my tip, hold shift when you do this. You'll see that black line appear. That means we're fixed on that color now, and the wheel won't spin around like crazy. So now I'm holding shift and I just click and I slowly drag outward. And I'll go overboard here so you can see what's happening. So as I drag outwards, though, anything that is a highlight now gets that hue. So for example, you could make it green, make the highlights in the image all green. Now obviously we don't want to do that. So this is back to the default. I'm going to move that again into that warm hue, hold shift, click and drag, and then just apply that. The best way to use this tool is to work with the colors that you already have. And one really effective way to use it is to get more color contrast. So instead of the whole image being warm, why don't we have the warmer highlights, and then where the shadows are naturally cooler, we really go in and cool those down. Because when you're processing your raw file, if you grab the global temperature and you're warming all of that up, the problem is now you're warming up everything, the shadows, the midtones. We really want to have more of that separation in there, the different tones, cooler shadows, the midtones may be cooler or warmer, and then our highlights individually, we want to warm those as well. So to achieve that, I'm now going to go to the shadows and cool those down. I'll move this outside wheel into one of these deeper blues, and now I'm going to hold shift and I click and drag, and now bringing that down, and I'll zoom in so you can see what's happening here on the snow where the shadows are. You can see getting more of a blue. Now this is where obviously you need to be cautious. You don't want the snow being overly blue in this particular type of image, or just your shadows in general. But this is where we're getting that beautiful contrast of cool and warm. Then with your midtones, generally I'll probably leave those, but don't hesitate to just experiment. So we could warm them up in this file. And to be honest, that looks quite nice. So a lot of the midtones are, say, back here. You'll see if we warm those up, what we're getting. And then we could maybe go more of a yellow to suit the rest of the image. You may want to cool these down. So you could bring that around into the blue and then experiment with that. Have a look at the natural colors that are already there in your raw file. Use the color grading to bring those out. Think about the color separation. So we don't want an image typically that's all the same color tone. If you can start to separate that, you'll create a stronger sense of depth with those cooler shadows, the warmer highlights, and then experiment with those midtones. But anyway, that's how you use the color grading. You can go hard on it, you can leave it mild, or you might not touch it at all, but it is a powerful tool that I use in most of my images. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you like this one, please consider subscribing. I've got lots more on the channel and plenty on the way. Thank you so much.